Hello and welcome judges to my 2024-2025 digital video production video for FBLA, and this is my prejudged project where I'll be going through all my key aspects on my video that I made. So let's get started. Tourism isn't about where you go, it's about how you experience the world. Every step you take opens the door to new connections, new cultures. So, as you can see right off the bat, the video is on YouTube. So, how did you ensure the video file is accessible with multiple media players and browsers to guarantee accessibility? Almost every single browser in this universe has YouTube on it. So, I have placed my video on YouTube where it's seen throughout almost every single platform. And a nice production skill I used here was the clipping that you can hear the clicks every time a new word pops up. Experience the world. Every step you take opens the door to new connections, new cultures, and new adventures. So why not take that first step today? Is tourism? What strategies did he use to make the video understandable for someone unfamiliar with the topic? So with this video, I went off of a who, what, when, where, and why system of tourism. So even if they don't know what tourism is, they can understand everything about it. And since the topic was why is tourism important, and they don't know what tourism means, then they're kind of cooked. But here I explained that like everything you need to know about tourism.
Some just about expensive getaways and fancy resorts. You're not flying across the world or staying in a fancy hotel. Does it still count as tourism?
Can you walk us through the advanced film techniques or editing tools you incorporated in the video? So, as you guys just saw, there was a typewriter effect where I used clicking sounds in the background to show the advanced film techniques that I used and the editing tools I used. And then here, you guys can see that there was a massive airplane that just came in and flew up. I found that airplane effect on this user's TikTok, and they post copyright-free green screen videos, which I edited on to my video, where I have given their username. And then I also use this tourism light text, and then I made the opacity really low to show what is tourism with a question mark.
Today, we'll be exploring the who, what, when, where, and why of tourism, breaking down the importance and impact on communities in the world.
What steps did you take to ensure your script and captions were free of grammatical or spelling errors? So, before I posted this video on YouTube, I made sure to show it to a bunch of family members, friends, and people in my community to make sure that the video was spelling proof, and basically everything was in line, centered, and in the right spots.
Starting off with the who of tourism. Who can be a tourist in this world we live in? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. Tourism is for anyone and everyone. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just a dog exploring beyond your hometown for the first time, every journey, big or small, opens the door to new experiences one paw print at a time.
Copyright and sources. How did you ensure all the material in your video was compiled with copyright guidelines, and how did you document your sources? So every time I used an outside source, I would write them down here from where I got them from. So with the dog paw prints I just got and the paper backgrounds, those were all from PNG Tree. Every time I used an outside source, I would title them down here or up here, ensuring that all the images and videos and sounds I used were all copyright free, so there wouldn't be any flags.
What is tourism? It's the chance to immerse yourself in new cultures, explore breathtaking destinations, and create unforgettable memories. It's about discovering the world one adventure at a time. Many ask, when can I participate in tourism?
What approach did you take to organize the video structure with a clear beginning, middle, and end, including a strong call to action. So for the structure of my video, as I mentioned in the beginning, I used a who, what, when, where, and why system for tourism, where basically here I'm explaining all of the all the ideas about tourism. In the beginning, I introduce the topic, and at the end, we can keep watching to see.
Tourism can actually be enjoyed year-round, whether you're soaking in the summer heat or embracing the magic of the winter snow. Each season offers its own unique adventures, making it the perfect time to explore, no matter when you travel. Tourism.
So before, you guys could see an advanced editing technique I used, where basically I turned the screen from a warm shade to a cool shade, showing that tourism can be done year-round, from the summer heat to the winter coldness.
Tourism can take you anywhere, from the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, the iconic Big Ben in London, to the streets of Tokyo, to the heart of FBLA headquarters. Each destination offers its own unique story.
Before, you guys saw the airplane fly across the globe. Well, that's really hard to make. So I used a website called molt.dev, which I linked down below if you guys go back a little. And in that, basically you enter all the locations and it makes that for you. So I use that and I think that's a pretty nice production skill to have, using your sources.
Why? Tourism is important because it connects people from different cultures, boosts local economies, and helps preserve the history and beauty of places we all treasure for future generations.
Audio and visual coordination. How did you coordinate the audio and visual elements to complement each other and enhance the viewing experience? So every time there was a nice special effect, as you guys saw the airplane, I put a nice audio behind that. When there was the clicking keyboard, I put a nice, when the text was clicking on to the screen, I put a nice audio behind that. So that really connected and mixed and matched the audio and the visuals. And what advanced film techniques, such as special effects or unique camera angles, did you employ to elevate the production quality? So here we can see that this is the top part of my school, where I set up a time lapse of my phone, and basically I moved it down over time to get the sun out of the way. So I think that's nice special and unique camera angles I used, with the flags going through, showing everywhere you can tour.
Thank you. Tourism isn't about where you go.
And as you guys saw at the end there, I made this whole entire video using CapCut on my computer, which is a really nice software, and I sourced it at the end. Thank you, judges.